right, everybody, before we get into doing some online arbitrage, we are going to just go over some quick Q4 tips. Q4 officially starts this Friday. October the 1st is this Friday. So the day is September the 28th. And I am hoping that everyone has been being consistent in their business, that they've been making it work in their business, that they've been staying on top of their work, meaning shipping daily or listing daily or sourcing daily. I'm hoping that that's what you guys have done. So let's get after it. So prepping for Q4, here's the deal. Q4 is still the most profitable time of the year. Still, it's not going to change. Next year will be still profitable. And, you know, people will still be buying online. The only challenge we have this year, and you want to make a note of this, is that, and we're going to also go over the Amazon requirements, is that this time of year, or this time that we're in right now, the supply chain is still messed up. The supply chain is still jacked up. What does that mean? That ordering in from inventory from your wholesale supplier and or ordering inventory from your, doing drop shipping, there might be some hiccups in the process. So if you figure out which strategy you want to use, which method, and you should have been ordering from your wholesale supplier by now. You should have been ordering or figuring out what your drop ship suppliers have available to them. If you did not do that work, you need to stay up tonight and do that work. So the first thing you need to do is figure out which platforms you want to sell on. I don't recommend someone introduce a brand new, never done before platform in the middle of Q4, because there's always a bunch of sales, a bunch of transactions, and just trying to manage all those transactions plus learn a new platform or get used to a new platform or get comfortable with it kind of can mess things up. But if you are familiar with the platform, you still haven't mastered it, then you really do have a couple of weeks into the first 2 weeks of October. So figure out what your platform is going to be. I encourage people to sell on at least 2 platforms, one that you've mastered and one that you're familiar with, since we're this late in the game, because we are late in the game. So if you're going to do Amazon, do Amazon. If you're going to do eBay and you're already familiar with eBay, go for it. Incorporate that into your daily schedule. If you're going to do Walmart, Etsy, Shopify, Facebook Marketplace, Mercari, Poshmark, Google Shopping, just figure out which platform. Now, we've done training on all of these platforms. They are in your back office for eCom Sellers Academy. So you can go log into your back office and go through those trainings so that you are familiar with how that platform works, okay? The other is figure out your method, whether you're doing retail arbitrage or online arbitrage, whether you're doing print on demand, whether you're doing private label, white label. So private label, white label. Private label is a little late to be doing private label. Can you still do it? You can do fake private label, which is really white label. That's where you put your name, brand, and your logo on a product that already exists. So it's still time to do that, as long as the supplier or manufacturer has that available to them. Drop shipping, wholesale, ordering, again, reaching out to your wholesale suppliers. I email them tonight. I go on their website, whatever it happens to be, if you already have established account. Do an FBA or working with the prep center. We know the history of Amazon. We know that Amazon will sometimes, hijack or not hijack. They will sometimes just hold on to your inventory for different reasons, especially with everything that's going on with COVID. So I encourage everybody to have a backup plan, have a fallback plan. If you're going to do merchant fulfilled on your own, it's fine. Make sure you have the time, the bandwidth, the capacity to keep up with it. If you don't have the bandwidth and capacity to keep up with it, then you need to establish an account with the prep center. I would have loved for you to have established that account with the prep center before now, but can you do it now? Yes, you can. The only one that I'm going to recommend right now is Deliver. There are others out there that will do prep and fulfillment, but Deliver is closest to Amazon FBA. And the great thing about Deliver is you actually get a one-on-one consultant. So you get a person that can help you with your account. So I'm going to recommend Deliver, but you can do whatever you want to, because I think it's going to be the easiest transition. Deliver will handle Amazon, Walmart. They'll also do some eBay. Everything has to already be prepped. Everything has to already be ready to go, okay? So if you use Deliver, just keep that in mind. And if you decide, you know what, I'm not touching any inventory this year, you can do affiliate. That's where you use your affiliate links. You know, you have to be a really good affiliate marketer to do that. And there is training on that as well. So just putting it out there in the universe. If you don't want to touch inventory, you can spend the next 2 weeks mastering and learning and mastering affiliate marketing, or next 4 weeks. You know, spend all of October. So whatever you're currently doing, you need to build a schedule. If you don't have a schedule, build one. Sorry, I am still on oxygen. So every once in a while I still have to clear my throat. But anyway, you need to build a real schedule. You need to make sure that whatever your method is of e-commerce that you're doing, that you have a schedule. So if you were previously doing retail arbitrage or online arbitrage and you were sourcing twice a week, my recommendation is that you take it up to 4 times a week. Double the effort of whatever you were doing. If you were shipping twice a week, my recommendation is that you go move up to shipping at least 3 or 4 times a week versus 1 time a week. And that shipping can be to the Amazon warehouse. It could be to your prep center or to your fulfillment center, whatever it happens to be. You need to double your effort. So if you haven't established a schedule, you have activities. There's always going to be a research activity where you're finding products, you're doing product research. Maybe you can outsource that to a VA. There's services out there that will do that for you. There's tools that you can sign up for. Helium 10, Jungle Scout, Tactical Arbitrage. So you can sign up for the tools. Know that if you're using Helium 10, Jungle Scout, Tactical Arbitrage, there's a boatload of sellers all using the same software to do product research. So don't get married to that software, okay? Or don't get married, to the product. So if you go out and you do retail arbitrage or online arbitrage, and you buy from a wholesaler or whatever, and you are, you have access to 200 of something, I'm not going to recommend you do 200, because if everybody else has got the same software, then you're going to discover that there's 300 sellers on the same list. If you're doing Amazon, Walmart, eBay, different story. But again, you're going to have a lot of competition. So I'm just going to go shallow. That means I'm not going to buy a bunch of that inventory, even if I have the opportunity to do 200. I'm not going to buy it. Okay. If I do buy it, I am definitely going to split it. Meaning I would take the part of that 200 and send some of it to the fulfillment center, and list some of it merchant fulfilled, and then hold some of it back. But if you have the money, if it's burning a hole in your pocket, you have the money, go ahead and do that. But if you don't, I'm not going to recommend that you do that. So whatever you're doing, build a schedule. You need to be consistent. You need to also tell your family, look, it is Q4, baby. I'm going to need y'all to, during these times that I'm going to be working in my business, I am going to need you guys to not bother me. Here's my times that I'm available to be able to have casual conversations about whatever TV show you're watching and what happened at school today. But during this window, I'm busy. Okay. So make sure that your family knows what your schedule is. You should have, like I said, a product research activity, a listing activity. You can hire a VA to do that, or you can use tools to do that. But you should have a daily or a regular listing activity. You should have a review of your listings activity, especially during Q4. Sometimes you can tweak, optimize, change, update. your listing so that you can push to get that sale. And then you should always have a shipping related activity, whether you're shipping the inventory to a prep center, fulfillment center, whether you're shipping the inventory to a specific customer, or whether you're doing drop shipping or your wholesale supplier is shipping to the customer. You should be checking to see what, make sure to confirm that shipment went out. Can you hire a VA to do that work for you? Yes, you can. So if you have a little extra money, you can hire a VA to do some of your product research. You can hire a VA to do some of your listing activities. You can also hire a VA to do some of your shipping and or checking about shipping research for you, one or the other, okay? But you need to make sure that you have at least those three and also the fourth, because you're gonna be tweaking your listings. You do have other activities like administrative activities. You gotta go and deal with customer service. So that should always be on your list. But again, you gotta build a schedule first so that you make sure you have those activities down, because you're going to be doing those a lot. Okay. So it's okay for you to test new items. If you see some new items out there, don't be afraid to do that, because there's going to be listings that don't exist. It's not up there. You get to create them. Be the first one. Be the first one out to shoot with it. And if you're the first one out to shoot with it, high probability you'll be getting a whole bunch of sales until everybody else jumps on it. Don't overlook the opportunity, to use your apps, as many apps as possible, and also your coupons, your cashbacks. Okay, so if you have not subscribed to, like, I don't know, Big Lots, Five Below, 99-cent store, like if you haven't subscribed to some of the basic stores, you can even subscribe to Lowe's, Home Depot, you can get on their newsletter, Sprouts, which is a grocery store, Trader Joe's. Get on as many newsletters as possible. Create a separate email account for that. And look for the deals. Look for the deals. It should be on your activity. You can give this to a VA to do. Maybe your VA spends an hour or 2 hours every single day going through flyers for you. That's one. And two, doing product research for you. So figure it out. Visit stores that you don't normally visit. I mentioned grocery stores, but also some of the local mom and pop, the thrift stores. Source for what's coming up. So we already know that there's holidays and movies. People have not been able to get out to go to the movies. And depending on what state you're in, they don't care. They're going to go out and go to the movies anyway. So just know that characters in movies can make you a lot of money. It doesn't necessarily mean, like, on Amazon, you have to be approved for it. But let's take a breath. But you can go ahead and take advantage of, when they sell a specific product that is not gated. So I'm gonna give you an example. Puzzles. Have you ever looked on the back of puzzles and see who the main manufacturer is? I think it's Carnival, maybe. I can't remember. It starts with a C, C-A-R something. They are one of the main manufacturers of puzzles. So just because it has the latest characters, maybe it's Paw Patrol, the movie came out. I can sell Paw Patrol puzzles even if I'm not approved to sell Nickelodeon stuff. Okay? When you're looking at coloring books and play packs, those are sold or created by Bendon. You can sell Bendon. Bendon is not gated. So you can sell puzzles, you can sell coloring books, all of those things. There's a lot of things that are not created or distributed by the gated brand itself. Nickelodeon has Paw Patrol. Disney has a whole bunch of stuff. And then there's Marvel. So just keep that in mind to look for the things that are not gated. You can still make a bunch of money with those things. We are going into winter. So we have fall and we have winter. So you should be sourcing for some of those things as well, in addition to the holidays. And think about the non-conventional holidays. The holidays that we don't always talk about, the holidays that don't, like the other day was National Daughters Day. How many of y'all had stuff up? How many of you knew about it like maybe 2 months ago? Maybe was doing some print on demand stuff so people could buy some National Daughter stuff, National Daughter Day stuff. I don't know. I can't see any raised hands. But the point is, think about the non-conventional holidays that are coming down the pike. Not everybody is selling stuff for Hanukkah. Not everybody is selling stuff for Kwanzaa. But do people still celebrate those holidays? Yeah. Are there other holidays that we don't talk about that people still celebrate? Yeah. Are there months that are coming up that are a big deal? October is Cancer Awareness Month. Okay. What is November? What is December? So think about those things as well. Think about the movies that are coming up. Think about the movies that already came out. Think about the holiday that's coming up. And think about the rest of the crap that's happened to the end of the year. So, there's going to be a bunch of ball games. There's going to be a bunch of bowl games. People still want to get out. They still want to do stuff. So you should be stocking up in your inventory. You should continue. You should continue every single day or every week working on getting ungated. We have the ungating thing that we've talked about many, many times. So Amazon's busy November through January. That doesn't mean that you're not going to get sales in October. You're going to get sales in October. Why? Because a boatload of stores are going to be having October specials. In other words, Black Friday, all those flyers for Black Friday, they're probably going to start coming out somewhere in October so that people can see what's in the deals for Black Friday. They're probably going to offer some of those deals in advance, maybe 3 weeks in advance, maybe 4 weeks in advance. So Black Friday is going to be like almost a month-long thing. Be prepared for that. That means you're going to have sales in October. Keep plenty of your stock on hand. So again, split out your inventory. Split it out so that if you're shipping some in to your fulfillment center, whether you're selling on eBay, Walmart, Amazon, whatever it is, make sure that you have some on hand and, send some to your prep center. So in that way you can fulfill orders as your inventory is in transit. Because we already know sometimes it takes for freaking ever for the inventory to get checked in, okay? If you're checking it into Amazon warehouses. It can take a little bit of time for it to get checked in if you're doing deliver. But the great thing is that you have a rep that you can talk to about that. So Q4 sales ranks are always typically low. They're always low. They start off low. So just know, sorry, not low, are not, ranks are all not typical, sorry. So they're not low, sorry, they're high. There could be something that you're going to be selling and you could look at it on October the 10th and the rank on it is like 450,000. And then on Amazon. And again, another tip, if it's selling on Amazon, it will definitely sell on the other platforms. If it's moving on Amazon and it's got a low rank, it will move on the other platforms, okay? So if we're starting off with 450,000, then you might look at it 3 weeks later and it's down to 110,000. And then you look at it 3 weeks later and it's down to 45,000. And then you look at it 3 weeks later and it's down to 1,200. Like that is what can happen with Q4 sales and Q4 products. So when you're looking at the keeper charts, it's sometimes subjective because it can be random. And so there's more consistent history outside of Q4 because Q4 has weird ebbs and flows, weird spikes, weird sales. So I have to take a deep breath. The rule on Amazon, this only applies to Amazon, about toys. So there was an email, I think Tony posted it. I got flowers today, guys. All right. Somewhere in here, no one's watching, that's all right. So somewhere in here, Tony posted, sorry, hold on. Tony posted the Amazon thing. Just trying to find it real quick. Tony posted it. Pretty sure that Tony posted it. It already came out. So the dates are normally like October the 14th and stuff like that, where you have to have, I already resolved that. Only because I'm looking for it, I will not be able to find it. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. That's old stuff. Can I get something new from Tony? All right, so because I assumed that I would easily be able to find it, and clearly I cannot, it's just really bad. It is giving me a chance to catch my breath. Oh, okay, so let me just Google it. Let's just see if we can find it. Holiday selling requirements, external. There we go. Oh, that's 2020. Oh, yeah, that's 2020. We know they published it for 2021. External, there it is. No, this is 2020 still. All right, well, okay. Somebody else published it. That's good. So the selling requirements are that you had to have had your first sale prior to September 2021. So typically in August, we're like, who hasn't gotten a sale on Amazon? Go list this. We literally give you stuff to list. Well, we're into September. So I'm sorry this year we didn't do that. It's because I was out, Renata was out, everybody was out, and I apologize for that. So next year we'll do that. But the goal is to get your first sale on Amazon before August 31st. That's what we try to do. The other thing is we walk through the rest of it. So that way you meet the first requirement, which is you have your first sale prior to September 2021. So if you didn't, don't sweat the small stuff. Keep working. Go ahead and try to get a sale. You'll move through the rest of it. You can do FBA for the rest of your stuff. So that means you can send it into Amazon if you want to sell on Amazon. Okay. The next thing is that you have to have 25 orders between August and October. So you're fine because you got a whole nother month. You got 2 days and another month to go to get 25 sales. If you break it down, that's 5 sales a week. You got this. You still got time. Now, your cancel rate can't be greater than 1.75. That's a big deal. So make sure you don't cancel any orders. Make sure anything that you list, you have, that you can ship. In other words, don't get yourself in trouble, okay? Anything you list, you have, you can ship. Don't be like listing stuff and then you don't have it readily available and then you can't track it down and it's out of stock in all the stores, because that's one of the things I think people are going to start seeing is that the stores are going to start running out of inventory because certain inventory, because of the fact that there's still a problem with the supply chain. So remember that. Late shipment can't be greater than 4%. So again, you need to make sure September and October, you are shipping things on time. So if you meet the criteria of not having any cancels or making sure it's not greater than 1.75, again, make sure you have it, then you should pass bullet number 1, bullet number 2, you're gonna be fine. You got 5 sales, you can do 5 sales every single week and meet that requirement. Bullet number 3, cancel rate. So again, you can control that. Bullet number 4, late shipments. Again, you can control that unless you get COVID. That's a whole nother discussion. But, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody, not even my biggest enemy. Just make sure you have a backup plan for your shipments so that your shipments do go out. And then your order defect rate can't be greater than 1% as of October. So your goal is to get through for the remaining 4 bullets after bullet number 1 is to get through October 31st. Once you get through October 31st, you are home free. You do not have to worry about all that other stuff. You're home free. So make sure that you meet those requirements so you can do merchant fulfill. Because again, there's going to be inventory that's going to run out with suppliers, and being able to do merchant fulfill, it's going to be a big deal during Q4. Not that anybody wants to do that. And doing merchant fulfilled also includes you using deliver. Okay. So if you're not sending it in an Amazon FBA, if you're selling on Amazon and you're not sending it in an Amazon FBA, any other method of fulfillment is FBM. That includes using deliver. That includes drop shipping and letting your supplier ship to the customer. That includes your wholesale supplier shipping it directly to the customer. Okay, that includes you shipping it direct. Everything else is FBM. The only thing that is not FBM is when you send it into Amazon warehouse. So remember that. All right, going back. Hard time. Okay. So if you have a repricing strategy, make sure you adjust it to be able to count for Q4 and the activity that's going to be happening. Don't go after the hot toys list. Everybody's going after the hot toys list. What I will say is if you're looking at the hot toys list, go after the accessories. Go after the things that people buy stuff with. Create some bundles. Create some bundles. Create some bundles. So go to Amazon, go pull up that hot toy, go look at frequently bought together, see if you can find all those pieces, create a listing. We already talked about stacking. Stock up on supplies. If you haven't already ordered your shipping supplies, you should have already done that. Go ahead and order them now. Just talking about tape, bubble wrap, shrink wrap, boxes, whatever you need, order them now. USPS is still probably going to be your primary shipper. So pad those processing times. Pad the processing time. Okay, especially if you're doing FBM, somebody else is shipping it to the customer for you, or you're shipping it to the customer yourself. Just pad that, because you can't control what happens once you drop it off at USPS. Or remember, UPS sometimes uses USPS. Okay, remember that. Organize your workspace. There is going to be an increase in returns, so be prepared for that. If you have not already done some inventory planning, make sure that you are planning out your inventory so that you don't run out of inventory by October 31st. And of course, the early bird gets the worm. In other words, the first person to create the listing gets the worm. All right. Expect the unexpected. So that's the biggest thing. Pay attention to your inventory levels. Be prepared to make adjustments in whatever is happening in your business. If you're watching your business, if you're working in your business double the amount of time that you used to, then this is not going to be a surprise. It's when people are not really being consistent in their business, and then they have something happen, and then they're like, oh, well, I ran out of inventory. You should have foreseen that. You should have foreseen it. You're getting the notifications for the sales and the transactions. You should have been prepared. Say, oh my God, my inventory is going down real quick. Let me go ahead and place another order. Okay. All right. Woo. Me and my chest. All right. So eBay, max out your listings every month if you can. Ask them to raise your limits. You can use your sales from eBay to fund other platforms. So this strategy I would have implemented way back in July, August, so that you had money to be able to use in October or September. Okay, so I normally use money from June, July, August for September and October inventory. Okay, so from a planning standpoint. I also, regardless of platform that I sell on, money I get in, I reinvest it, get more inventory, reinvest, get more inventory. So I don't take any money out until like mid-February or the end of February. So keep that in mind, because again, you're going to have returns you're going to have to deal with. And the platforms are allowing people to extend or submit their returns, in some cases 30 days out, 45 days out. So just be prepared for that. You might be getting returns for Christmas all the way up to Valentine's Day. So requested increase on your limits. Make sure you're always checking for customer or request feedback, but also make sure that you're checking for messages when you're working with eBay. Make sure you have great images, very little white space. Same thing on Amazon, great images. If you're gonna list items, if you have some history on that particular item, make sure that it has good feedback, has 4 or 5 stars. And that applies to if you're selling on any platform, Walmart or whatever. Make sure that you have 2 backup sources for if you're doing drop shipping, 2 to 3. So we are past, we're going into October. Make sure you have 2 backup sources for anything that you sell on eBay. As you get closer to November and December, you need to make sure you have 3 or 4 because those other sources are going to start running out. So, okay. We already talked about merchant fulfill, which is pretty common, but there's a lot of drop shipping and or wholesale stuff that's happening during Q4. So never take refunds, returns, or irate customers personally. I always talk about that. It doesn't matter about the platform. Okay. I would say on eBay, definitely list. If you're not listing 5 to 10 items a day, you should be consistent. Consistent listing causes you to get consistent traffic or lookers, which causes you to get consistent sales. And you want consistent sales during Q4. So start your consistency now so that it'll make your life a whole lot easier. Never take a customer offline. Also, never ship an item to an alternative address if that was not the address in which they bought the item from. So if they say, oh, instead of shipping it to that address, ship to this, what's going to happen to you when that person decides that they are going to buy the item and then they give you an alternative address? They're going to file a claim, say they never received it. You're going to be stuck like Chuck because you should have never shipped it to an alternative address. So when that happens, I had to teach my brother that this week. When that happens, what I do is I literally cancel the order if I get that request and say, thank you for the notice. I can go ahead and cancel your order right now, and you can reorder the item and put the correct address where you want it shipped. Okay. We already talked about making sure you have time to tweak your listings. The other thing, don't fulfill your orders on any platform if you're doing merchant fulfill immediately. I would wait at least 6 hours because then you can weed out the whole buyer's remorse. My son hit my phone, whatever it is. Okay. All right. So wanted to get through that. Give you those tips. Now, let's go to Amazon. Oh, wait. Now, each one of you, if you're an active eCom sellers, you guys, I want you to know, we actually do product research for you guys. We go out, we find products, and we look at whether or not the ROI is decent or not, based on the 2 comparisons we have available. So there's this whole process and this whole research that we do. And if it doesn't meet our criteria, we don't give it to you. Now, that doesn't mean that some of these products aren't worth selling. It doesn't mean that some of these products aren't worth investigating more. They are, but we don't give them to you because of the fact that they are not, they don't meet the criteria. So I will tell you that there are some toys and some products that people are looking at for this Q4. So we'll look at a couple of these, but when you get your list, go and use that immediately. Use that as part of your strategy. We're going to have some more. I think for the month of October, the month of November, we're going to try to go up to 20 every single week. That means instead of getting 10 a week, because you get 10 leads that are emailed to you, instead of getting 10 a week, which is 40 a month, you're going to get 20 a week, which is 80 a month. Now, are you going to be able to use all 20? Maybe not. Well, okay, depends. If you're selling on Amazon, you're like, oh, I'm not ungated in that. Don't worry, then go sell it on another platform. You've got Facebook Marketplace. You've got Walmart. If you haven't created your Walmart account, there's Walmart training in your back office. You've got eBay. You got Macari. You have other platforms in which you can sell these things. If they are profitable, go sell them on another platform, okay? So I'm going to be working with the VA to see if we can move from 10 a week to 20 a week just for October, just for November. So I would encourage you, definitely reactivate your account if you want to get 20 leads every single week. And again, can you use all 20? Maybe. If you don't limit yourself and you're thinking that, oh, I can only sell this on Amazon and I'm not ungated, so I can't sell it. No, there's other platforms. Just because you can't sell it on Amazon, if that product is popular, then it will sell on other platforms as well. So make sure you take advantage of that. All right, so clearly I'm struggling, guys. Let me go to Amazon bestsellers. All right, so the reason I go to Amazon bestsellers is because there's always something in Amazon bestsellers that you can sell. So Amazon bestsellers, you know, Christmas trees coming up. People are going to be buying furniture. People are going to be buying covers for their existing patio furniture, covers for their cars. They're going to be buying snow plows and shovels. They're going to be ordering mittens and scarves. They are going to be buying rain slickers and rain boots. Maybe not in your area, maybe in some other area. People are going to be buying these things. Remember that there's also Amazon Canada, another opportunity for you to sell. You can, if you do an FBA, send your products into Amazon and be able to set your account up so that some of your products can go over to Amazon Canada. That's another opportunity, another platform for you to be making money on. Because the people in Canada want to buy products. They complain about it all the time. They can't get stuff. So again, don't miss out on that opportunity. So as we can see, the Amazon, the first thing that's coming up in the bestsellers is baby. So baby is, people are buying diapers. What are diapers? What are diapers? I don't know why bats are in there with baby. That's really crazy. That's decor, I guess. Diapers are replenishable. People have to use them and buy more. They use them, they buy more. Baby wipes are replenishable. They use them, they buy more. If you have not already gone through the process to establish a wholesale account with a supplier, next time you go to the store, flip over the box of Pampers, flip over the box of Huggies, flip over the box of Loves, write down or take a screenshot with your phone of the manufacturer distributor. Go look it up when you get there, get home, and contact them. That is a replenishable opportunity. People are not going to stop having babies. They're not going to stop having sex, so they're not going to stop having babies. And diapers will always be needed. They give you diapers in the doctor's office. They give you diapers at the hospital. They give you diapers when you have a baby shower. You get diapers all the time. So there you go. You can get diapers if you're on WIC and food stamps. So diapers, replenishable. Great moneymaker. You can create all kinds of bundles with that. Because when people buy diapers, what else do they buy? Wipes. They buy diapers, they buy wipes. Okay, get approved, sell them on Amazon, sell them on another platform. Okay, so clothing, Crocs. Why are Crocs popular right now? Because we're looking at Amazon bestsellers. Why are Crocs popular? Nurses are standing on their feet. People who are working on their feet all day long, a lot of nurses. So Crocs are very, 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 very popular. Opportunity. Is there an opportunity for you to do anything with Crocs? What about the socks that the nurses wear underneath their Crocs? What about the different colors of Crocs? What about shoes that are similar to Crocs? Is there an opportunity there? Okay, so then you get all this surveillance stuff, which is crazy. So you have a lot of surveillance opportunities. Some of it is baby related. Some of it is not. But again, can you get approved to be able to sell some of these digital products, electronic products? The answer is yes. You just need to go through the process. Go to the store, flip it over, or just look them up while you're here. You got software, I'm going to ignore that. Video games, I'm going to go there. Video games, the only thing I'll say is the characters. If there's a toy, if there are the things like the Unco, I think that's what it is, whatever it is. Those are opportunities. So knowing what those popular characters are, may start making a note of that. And then automotive. Why is automotive popular right now? We got a vacuum cleaner. What is this? Wiper blades. Rain. There's going to be a lot of, we're going into the fall. There's going to be rain. So people are buying that. What else do people buy potentially if they're buying wiper blades? Maybe they want to buy that Windex that stops the rain from sticking to your windshield. Maybe they'll buy an umbrella. Again, what are the other things that people could be potentially buying that might go with this? This vacuum. I'm trying to think, Father's Day is already passed. What's happening in October? I don't know. But in any case, evidently vacuums are a big deal. That could be people stocking up for Christmas gifts. So could you be doing research on finding a wholesale supplier or drop shipper that's drop shipping in the US and drop shipping vacuums? Yeah, because clearly car vacuums are selling. This is number one in automotive. Number one bestseller, automotive. So if they're selling number one in automotive, could you sell car vacuums if you had access to them? Could you sell them on eBay? Yeah. Could you sell them on Mercari? Yep. Could you sell them on Facebook Marketplace? Yep. Sell them on Amazon? Yep. Sell them on Walmart? Yep. So again, even if you can't sell this brand, the fact that vacuums are moving is a big deal. The fact that it's number one. Okay? All right. There's a bunch of other stuff that's in here. Windshield wiper blades are now number two. Number three, windshield repair. Stuff to clean out your car. This is to air up your tires. Big deal. Especially for all those kids that are going back to college. I'm sure there's parents out there like, we don't want you to get you stranded on the side of the road. Also, single moms. Great gift. So, different things that you can use. So, I'm going to go through, after I take a deep breath. And I'm going to go look at baby, through we're already in baby. Actually, I'm not going to look at baby, because that, you guys can go look at baby. There's a lot of bundle opportunities in baby, just so you know. Clothing, grocery. I'm going to go into home and kitchen. All right. So this is the Amazon Top 100. All I did was Google that. I clicked on home and kitchen. All the other categories that are underneath it: bath, bedding, cleaning supplies, furniture, heating and cooling. Home decor, irons, kids, home store, kitchen, dining, seasonal decor, storage, vacuums, and wall decor. So let's see what's in seasonal. So for seasonal, number one is this big giant tarantula. Crazy. Got some ghost over here is number 3. So that tells me Halloween is still selling. That means you still have the opportunity to put your Halloween stuff up now, list it tonight, get some sales. Halloween is still selling. Seasonal decor, Halloween crap is number 1. You got outdoor lights, stringing. People love outdoor lights. They love them at Christmas. They love them at Halloween. They love them in the summertime. If you don't have an account with somebody to buy some outdoor lights or to sell outdoor lights, you should probably look into it. It's an opportunity. Make sure you have good packaging so that they're not delivered broken. Okay, now we're already into wreaths. Halloween wreath hanger, Christmas wreath hanger, Thanksgiving or fall wreath hanger. Selling the hanger. Selling the hanger. Basic thing. Very simple. You'll see. So frequently bought together. You've got a wreath, I'm guessing, fall wreath, and then you got a welcome mat. But the other thing that I'm noticing as I scroll down, somebody's already thinking what I'm thinking. Multi-packs. People are going to have wreaths. They have multiple doors. They got a back door and a front door. Maybe their patio door is fancy. Maybe they're going to buy a wreath for somebody else. Maybe they want to put it somewhere else, put it in a window. So again, opportunities, multiples of the same thing. This joker is number 1. Actually, it's not number 1, it's number 6, number 4. I was close. So some of you have probably not thought about that. You probably walked past it and hadn't thought about, should I be selling these? Do these sell? Make a note. Today is September the 28th. Next year, around August the 1st, maybe even July the 1st, order some wreath hangers. They'll sell. Trust me. Spiderweb. Again, it's number 5. It is number 5 in seasonal, top 100. Okay. So you now have validation. And Halloween stuff, it's in positions 1 through 5. Okay. Got some twinkle lights. Got some fall garland. This is simple and cheap. I mean, where have I seen this? I've seen this at the Dollar Tree. Then you got some more Halloween stuff. Lace. Now you got command strips. How many of you have gotten approval to be able to sell 3M? How many of you have accounts, wholesale accounts with 3M? There's a bunch of stuff that 3M sells this time of year. People hanging up Christmas lights inside the house, outside the house, people hanging up all kinds of stuff, stockings, whatever. A lot of these things are needed, different versions, different types that people use temporarily for the holidays. Okay, so fairy light batteries, need that. Spiders, again, we're in position 12. We got fall stuff, more lights. So lighting is a big deal. Lighting is a huge deal. More command hook stuff. Lots of stuff. Somebody's doing multi-packs. I like you. Okay, more lighting. So there's a theme here. I hope people are paying attention. You should have an account with somebody for lighting. Look at that. Now we got the multiple hooks, but the singular hook is up in position like 5 or whatever. More lighting, double hook, or maybe it's a singular, I don't know. Oh, it's an adjustable. That's what they're showing, that it adjusts. Another hook. So these things sell. This is in position 48 and it's $5.99. Okay, so again, you don't have to be the cheapest to be in the Amazon top 100 and to rank. The other one is ranking higher than this one. This one is ranking higher and they look identical to me. I'm sure they're not, but they look identical. Next page, Halloween stuff, more lighting. So people are going to be stringing lights, hint, 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 hint. They're going to need all that hook stuff to temporarily put up to hang these lights, to have them draped, whatever. They're going to buy different versions. Some lights that are inexpensive, like you can go to IKEA, buy the lights, and resell them on other platforms. The IKEA lights, I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's a ridiculously large spider. Look, some more Halloween creepy crap, fall stuff, the decal stuff, stickers, the bat stickers. This it guy, oh, not even interested. So this is just this section. What you can do as a seller, okay? I'm going to go ahead and choose these lights. So I know that these lights are clearly in the Amazon top 100. They're whatever they were, 42, whatever the number was. This is clearly a variation. So they're selling different lights. Okay, so when I scroll down, frequently bought together, there's another set of lights that are frequently bought with these. I don't know why. Oh, Kurt Adler. That is a name brand light. It's a little fancy. So they buy the generic and they buy some Kurt Adlers. But again, it's still it's a very popular thing. So look at maybe establishing an account. Maybe you sell lights next year and make a boatload of money because clearly lights are selling. There's an opportunity there. Okay. Just putting it out into the universe. Okay. The other thing that I like to do, besides going into the Amazon top 100, I try to not focus 100%. Oh, wait. Oh my God. Hold on. I just saw something. Advent calendars. All right. So the advent calendars, the prices are high. This is what I like to see because people are going to start tanking the price on the advent calendars. But the advent calendars, there's some calendars that are already out there in the universe. So take advantage of that opportunity. This one has 30 sellers on it, which is Elf. This one, cool science experiments, crazy scientists. So figure out where this is sold, or maybe it is a specific person. PC Purple Cow. But they're clearly in advent calendars. Advent calendars are going to start selling like crazy. You're going to start seeing sales for advent calendars. They should be out in stores here pretty quick, especially like Five Below and Trader Joe's. You'll start to see them in Trader Joe's and Five Below, probably around the middle to end of October, and probably end of October. And I would list them immediately. If you can get access to them before then, list them immediately. And advent calendars will sell like crazy in November. You'll sell a boatload of them because they start December the 1st. Now, do people actually follow that? Not always, but they will sell like crazy. So Trader Joe's has the cheapest advent calendars available. They're always $1. There are some cheap advent calendars at Five Below, and you can sometimes find them in the grocery store. They'll mark them down, especially after the holidays is over. So make sure if they're food advent calendars that you look at the back to make sure that you know what the date is, if it's food related. If it's not food related, then, you know, like these are all fidgeted characters. Paw Patrol is already getting some ranking. It's number 9. So something to think about. Paw Patrol is going to sell. This says it's the 2019 advent calendar. They're probably going to have very similar images every single year. So nobody really knows it's the 2019. Someone will get smart, come in here and change this from 2019 to 2021, and nobody will be the wiser. They won't care. They will not care because nowhere on this box does it say 2019. Nowhere. And that's the great thing. Just a hint for you. If you decide to create a listing for advent calendars, don't put the year on it. Don't put the year on it, because if you look at the box, they never have the year on the box. There you go. You're welcome. All right. So my tip to you is definitely go through, watch the beginning again, and make sure that you've checked all the boxes for yourself personally. Second thing, let's come over to Amazon Top 100. Pick a category that you don't normally hang out in and do some research. Every single day, like there's enough Amazon categories that you could do research. And whatever is moving on Amazon, it's going to sell on other platforms. Whatever is in the top 100 on Amazon will sell on other platforms. We're talking about at the primary category. Secondary category will eventually pick up speed, but the primary category is what I focus on. And so I was in seasonal decor. I did go after advent calendars, which is secondary category. But again, make sure that you're coming back and you're looking at, because advent calendars is going to be helpful to me at the beginning of November, the end of October, beginning of November. So I'm going to do some research now just to make sure I'm ready for it. See what's already out there, what's already ranked at #1. And that doesn't mean these are going to stay in the #1. They're going to come down. And you're going to find some other stuff that's going to jockey towards the front, towards the top. So pay attention to that. All right. So the Amazon Top 100 is a great way to go do research on products that are already moving. If you can find related products or similar products, or products that go well together, accessory or complementary products, then go source for those complementary products. Because if people are already buying whatever the thing is, they're going to buy the complementary product that goes with it. Okay, so look at the frequently bought together. Okay, I'm going to call it. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys come back next week. Sorry for Nicholas in the background. And we will talk with you later. If you have questions, type them in the chat. We'll come back and we'll answer your questions in the chat. So type them in the comments section of this video. Okay, we'll say goodbye for now.